Because I don't have a traumatic injury, a medical malpractice attorney is telling me that they will not take my case. I mean, what is that all about? Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you today about that question, because we get this question from time to time, and we get it from individuals, all across the nation when they contact us, and it's that question of, well, I don't have a traumatic injury, and because I don't have a traumatic injury, the medical malpractice attorneys are telling me that they will not take my case. Okay, so before I answer this question, before I get into it, I want to help you understand how in Maryland we prove these types of cases. Now, I cannot speak for attorneys in other jurisdictions. I can only talk with you about how things are done in Maryland and this issue of a traumatic injury and how that can impact a medical malpractice case. All right, one of the things that I have to take into consideration when an individual contacts me about a potential medical malpractice case is, if I take this case, will the individual be upside down? And you may be wondering, okay, Marcus, what do you mean by upside down? What I mean is that if I take the case on behalf of my client, will I be able to recover enough for them so that they can actually benefit from the case? In other words, what I don't want is a situation in which the lawyers and the doctors, they take all of the recovery and the client is pretty much left out with a little bit of nothing. So that is a serious concern when we are talking about medical malpractice cases here in the state of Maryland. And this comes up because to be successful in these types of cases, Maryland law requires certain things. And one of those things is that you have to be able to show that your treating doctor fell below that standard of care, and by falling below the standard of care, this is what caused your damages or the injury or the harm done to you. And to be able to do this, we have to use what we call medical experts. You have to have medical experts. You have to hire medical experts to give you these opinions. So once you take into consideration, you have to spend money, or you have to front, as they say, money for medical experts and then other types of costs. And then once you add in your fee, then you have to take all of these things in conjunction with what the recovery is going to be. And if it's a situation in which I feel that after we've looked at everything, after we've estimated what costs are going to be, what the legal fee is going to be, the possible recovery, medical bills, all of these things, if it's looking like that the attorney and the doctors are going to, make out with everything and the client is going to be really left with a little bit of nothing, then I'm not going to go ahead and take that case. And what you can have is, for some attorneys, that's why they say, unless you have a traumatic injury, unless you have an injury that is to the point to where the value of the injury is extremely high, then some attorneys, they will not take these medical malpractice cases, because at the end of the day, the client could be, as I said earlier, upside down. So why have I taken the time today, this beautiful day, to talk with you about this really important concept? Because I'm giving you insight into this process. I'm helping you understand how these types of cases work. And if you contacted an attorney in the past, and this attorney is talking with you about a traumatic injury or the value of the case and things like that, that's why they're not going to take the case. I'm trying to help you understand this process, what you have to prove to be successful with these types of cases. If you have more questions about your situation, maybe you're here right now because your baby has suffered an injury at birth, or your loved one has passed away in the care of a doctor or a hospital, and you have questions. If you have these types of things going on, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, taking this next action, it costs you absolutely nothing. And what is that action? Pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer Maryland birth injury and medical malpractice questions just like yours all the time, and I'll be happy to take some time and listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here at Boston Law Group, LLC, and we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.